Hi guys, my name is Lucia and today I have the finale for my finished 5x project pan. This project pan was a collab with Courtney K here on YouTube. I will of course link her channel down below. Don't forget to check out her finale to this project and happy fall to everyone. I did okay with this project. It wasn't the best project I've ever done, but I did meet my goal of 5 products. Really quick, if you don't know what project panning is, I will leave a paragraph in the description box about what it is and why I do it, as well as my project panning playlist. Now, I originally chose more than 5 things because I wanted to give myself some leeway in case I didn't hit all of my goals. 2 of the products I actually decluttered, but I'm counting those as 2 products gone from my collection, so those are counting as 2 of the products for the finished 5. I know I didn't finish them, but to me, decluttering something and realizing that you don't want it in your collection and it doesn't add value to your collection is just as worthwhile as using something up that you love. So first, I decluttered the Cover FX Mattifying Primer. It was a tiny little sample primer. I don't have oily skin. I do get oily throughout the day, but my skin is dry. This mattifying primer was just not gonna work for me. I thought that in the summer my skin would be a little bit more oily, but it wasn't. I never even used the primer. I ended up giving it to my roommate who came to visit in the summer. While we were getting ready, she was complaining about her oily skin and I was like, hey, do you want this mattifying primer? So that was decluttered, and I also decluttered the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black. I don't think I used this once throughout the project, maybe one time. I talked about this in a makeup declutter I did right before I moved back to college. I will link that down below. I just don't wear liquid eyeliner anymore, and I didn't want to bring that product to college because I just knew I wasn't going to use it. So those are gone. Now I will talk about the other things I used up. So the first thing I don't have to physically show you because I used it up right before college started and I didn't want to bring an empty thing of makeup to college just to show you in this video. This is the Benefit What's Up highlighter and I tracked where I was. These are the marks. This is where I was when I started. That was the first update, and then it is down here. So here is a picture of what it looked like. This was a cream highlighter that was gifted to me last summer. It was a mini size, but there was so much product in this. I used up half of it last summer and half of it this summer, and I will say that I do enjoy those cream highlighters for summer, but I would never purchase one on my own because besides summer, I just don't use cream. I didn't hate it. I really did like it for going to the beach. I hardly wore any makeup this summer at all. When I went to the beach this summer, I was just putting some highlighter on my cheekbones because I really like that look when you're in the sun and you look all sun-kissed, even though it's a highlighter, and that's how I was able to use that up, but I would not repurchase. Next, we have the Maybelline Fit Me powder in 110 Porcelain. This is the Set and Smooth version. I will show you where I was in the last update. And this is where I am now, so I was able to completely finish this. This was way too light for me when I got really tan in the summer. I still have a little bit of my tan, but I was very, very tan this summer, especially when I got back from Israel. A lot of people commented saying, your powder is too light, and I was like, girl, I know. I am tan for so little time of the year that I hate to have products just for the summer. Because if I were to buy a powder that matched me in the summer, first of all, I get darker as I go because I go to the beach basically every weekend of summer. It wouldn't really make sense. Like if I bought one in the middle of summer, it wouldn't work for me at the end of summer. I just don't like to have products hanging around for 10 months of the year that only work for me for 2 months. I just tried really hard to shear this out the best I could. I only used a tiny bit of it, and I did repurchase this. I really do like this powder. It is a nice powder for the drugstore. Lastly, for products I used up all the way completely, this is the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in Chai, and this is completely gone, and I will show you on the little piece of paper. This is the line for that. So I was at those top lines, the intro and first update, and then I was here. You will see that I hardly touched it from the intro to the first update, and from the first update line to now, that was only 1 week of use. I used this every single day last week and I was able to use it up, so this really didn't have much left in it. I wasn't really smart with all of the products I picked for this. You will see I picked another lipstick and I did not use it up all the way. I just didn't really realize what I would want to use in the summer, and this was not that. The other lipstick is the MAC Mocha lipstick, which I will show you in a second. These tones just didn't look good on me in the summer. I was wearing my more pink lipstick every single day. That's basically the only thing I wore, and sometimes I was wearing a bright red. Even though I've been project panning for so long, you definitely learn something new every time, and I think going forward, the two things I learned from this is you really have to try to anticipate what you're gonna wanna wear in the summer, because sure, I can use up lipsticks fairly quickly if I wear them every single day, but am I gonna wanna wear fall colored lipsticks every single day of summer? Probably not. The other thing I learned is that you really have to pair your eyeshadow looks to your lipsticks if you want to use up a lipstick. So when I do my Shop My Stash videos, I will link those down below. I do one every month. I was not picking eyeshadows that would work for these lipsticks. Here, I'll just show you the MAC Mocha lipstick. The top line is where I was in the intro, and then the lines got a little mixed up here because it's really not that much progress from the last update to now, but there is a tiny bit. I will give you a swatch of this. This is an extremely warm toned orange shade. It's beautiful. I love it, but you have to wear something really either fall or completely orange on your face or just something warm toned, and that was also kind of the theme for this Bite Beauty lipstick. There is a swatch of it. I was able to scrape a little off. This you really have to wear with cranberry red shade. So for example, what I'm wearing today, I would wear this if I still had it. I'm gonna be posting an intro to another project pan in about a week, and I will be taking into consideration what eyeshadow palettes I'm using for the months of that project pan. In terms of the actual lipsticks, the Bite Beauty one was fine, but the tone, it was so specific to cranberry shades that I just wouldn't ever go for it. I really like lipsticks like MAC Twig. I panned that earlier this year, and this was just a little bit more red or cranberry toned than that. There's a Smashbox lipstick, I can't remember the name of it, I will put it on the screen, that I am planning on getting during the Sephora sale because it is a nice rosy shade. So this was kind of just shy of what I like in tones for everyday shades, and the MAC Mocha one I really, really do enjoy. I really like the satin formulas. It is very nice for its purpose. It's just not something I wear every day unless I'm panning it, which this needs to go. This is so old. I got this well over 2.5 years ago. Next is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light, and I am shocked that this is not gone. Let me try to show you. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but there's literally nothing in here. I took out the stopper. This is what the wand looks like. So there's still product on the wand. There's a little product on the sides. Along with taking out the stopper, I took a spatula and I scraped what was on the bottom. This will be gone soon. I just didn't want to call it quits yet because there is still product left. And honestly, I feel like I might be able to get more out of this than I expect. There's just so much hanging on in various places. Like there's some on the wand, there's some on the sponge tip, there's some on the sides, there's some on the bottom, and I don't want to rush it. Now, I did actually buy a backup of this during the 21 Days of Beauty sale from Ulta. I bought something else, and then while I had the free shipping, where I go to college is not near anything. I live in the city at home, but here I can't just stroll into Ulta and buy one, so I did buy one because I expect this to be done within the next couple of weeks, and this is my favorite concealer. The last product is the Bahama Mama bronzer from the Balm. I will show you where I was in the last update. I cannot believe this is not gone. This is where I am right now. So obviously you can see this is hanging on by a thread. I used this so much. I can't believe this is not gone. This is a tiny little sample size of this. It's probably 1.5 grams. Bronzers are hard to get through, but I assumed that something this small wouldn't be that hard. Now, I wasn't using this every day as an all-over bronzer. I'm wearing it today as a contour, and that's mostly how I was wearing this. I didn't really realize that I should have just taken a bronzer brush and used it like a bronzer instead of a contour because it does match me in the summer, but I continued to use it as a contour. This will be gone soon, but it's just kind of shocking that I didn't use it up. It's not really disappointing because even though this is a project, it's not a race. I know I will use this up. All right, guys, that was everything for this video. Thank you, Courtney, for doing this collab with me. Again, don't forget to check out her channel. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next project pan intro, which is also a collab, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.